family. God bless you in Jesus' mighty name. Welcome back to my channel. My name is MJ, where we'll talk all things autism. Happy Friday to you. I hope you had a great rest of your week and you are ready for the week. And I hope all is going well for you again and all is going well for the kids. So on today's video, I needed to go back and talk about how the award ceremony went with Jayson last week. So everything went really well. The great improvement that I would say that was really good was that it went a lot smoother. I think maybe just because it was the first one, when we first went for the first one in, I believe that was, I want to say November. So they were still trying to learn a good system and a good flow. But what I loved about this one, the vice principal and principal were both present, which was really good and helpful, because in the first one it was only the principal doing everything, but this time they had the vice principal calling out the names and then the principal was quickly there to take pictures. So it flowed a lot faster. They did call all the names, which was fine, so it wasn't like per class, which was one of my suggestions to the principal and vice principal. So they called every child's name, they went up, they took the picture, and then I think they called, I think, the first 4 classes or so before they called the integrative students, which is that delivery model that Jayson is on. So finally, then they called his class. His class is in, remember, 3 sections, because there's the ones that need the most assistance, then there's the ones in the middle, and then the ones that are able to communicate and speak clearly and not have as many difficulties and tantrums. So they called them by that category. So then at the end, then they called Jayson's own class. It was really nice. It was really sweet. Of course, I met the teacher again. I see her every Tuesday and Thursday, but it was really good to just have them all acknowledged, and then they too took a picture with the principal and the vice principal. So I'm glad that it went well this time. It flowed a lot better. Also love was that at the end they had a raffle where kids could win prizes. I even in my comment, because this time they wanted us to fill out the comment on the day of us being there. They didn't want us to send it in with the kids' backpack. So of course I filled it out and I said it was better. It ran a lot smoother, and I was grateful for the raffles that they had for the kids. Nobody in Jayson's class won any, but it was just good that they had that extra incentive for the kids to push the other kids to eventually also have this 94% attendance in the school. So that was it. Nothing else going on, and but it was a good week. It was a good day for them to be honored and viewed as part of the school. Another thing that also happened is that the newsletter came out for second quarter, and yes, once again they mentioned what is going on in the service delivery model children, that integrative model, and I was really grateful to see that, because one thing that a few of the parent educators in the school that have been there for a while were just kind of giving me little hints, like in the past they would never include those kind of kids in everything. So then I said, well, I had to send an email out. I make sure that the principal and the vice principal knew that these kids are part of your school, so there needs to be a little section in that newsletter addressing what they are also learning, whether it's increased use of their iPad, whether it's a better communicative guide that they're following. We parents also need to know. Even if parents are not reading it, somebody's out there reading it. So I'm glad that those little efforts are being put in place, and it's actually making a big difference for the kids, because they too also want to be appreciated and acknowledged. So I'm glad that even if the kids will not pick up the newsletter of the school and read it, it's just the fact that at least they're being mentioned in part of the school. So I hope in your own community you're encouraging that. Like, no parent or child should be silent, because in everything we should all be included. It should be an environment where everybody feels that they're being known in that environment. So that was all I have for you this Friday. Enjoy the rest of your couple of hours as you lead into the weekend, and get some rest this weekend. I hope you continue to be strong, be encouraged, and know that the grace of God is sufficient in our weaknesses. Remain encouraged, family, until I see you next week as we continue on our nuggets. Remember, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. Amen. God bless you, family. Have a fantastic weekend. Get some rest.